Hey, what's going on? I got a question for you. If I said to you, you had to show up and take this class Monday to Friday, 5 days a week, it'd take about an hour of your time, max, and in 8 months from now, it will potentially generate you an income. When I say potentially, like, with the information we have, it should generate, on average, $4,000 a month, on average, and onward. But it's going to take 8 months of investment. 8 months of your time, 5 days a week, show up for an hour in the morning. But you potentially have generated a system where you can generate $4,000 a month. Would you do it? That is the question and the scenario I run through my head all the time, and let me tell you something. What I just stated, if you had one of the worst trading stats ever, which would be like 55% win rate, 1-to-1 R, 1% risk, take one trade a day, that, if you go run the math, averages about 2% a month. Now, 2% a month in trading seems like nothing, right? Like, why even waste our time? But 2% a month to the average investor is absolutely insane. 24% a year? That's bananas. Nobody's making 24% a year, year over year on average. But as a trader, 2% a month, we don't respect it. We're like, 2%, no. To pass FTMO, I gotta make 15% in 1 month, back in the day when they had no time limit. Now you can take as long as you want. Here's my point. Any of us can find a strategy. I can tell you one right now. Any of us can find a strategy that's 55% win rate, 1-to-1 R. Like, that's not a hard strategy. That's just 2 additional winners every month more than losers. So you're half your trades are losses, but you have 2 extra winners a month. That's all that is. Okay? My point in all this is it would take you, depending on the prop firm, the one I use, it would take you about 8 months. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. It'd take you about 7 months max to pass all the challenges to where that money is now live. Well, it's still simulated, but what you can generate commissions off of. 8 months seems like, what am I doing? Just wasting my time for 8 months. But once you get there, and you can generate 2% a month on a $200,000 prop firm account, that's $4,000 a month. Dude, if there's any traders out there who are like not profitable, dwell on this, soak that up. I think a lot of us quit trading because we feel like we can't figure out that secret sauce strategy or get to a 70% win rate or you name it. When in reality, all we need is humble trading results done consistently, which means you got to be checked in. You got to keep yourself in check. With enough capital, these prop firms, man, $200,000 for a $1,000 investment, that's incredible. Anyways, I wanted to spread that simple message. I don't know who this video is going to hit, but if you're struggling in trading, I want you to simplify the heck out of your strategy and just focus on small, consistent gains. That's not 1% a day. That is not a small, consistent gain. You got to lower the bar. I'm talking like 2 to 4% a month. Lower the bar and go, wow. If you generated, if you're break even on month, you are ahead of 80-90% of traders. 80% of traders, they are losing money. They are blowing accounts, burning capital, recklessly trading. So if you're break even, congratulations. If you can generate 2% a month, congratulations. If you can keep 2% a month, you'll be filthy rich the rest of your life. Do you believe that? 2% a month. Even with your own capital, 2% a month compounded every month. But dude, in 5 years, you're going to be slaying it. But you don't have to wait 5 years now. You can trade with a prop firm that is betting on you failing. But why? Because they know human psychology, the greed and the fear and the recklessness, traders, they can't get it done. But if you listen to me, or you don't have to listen to me. I'm just saying what's worked for me is keeping things extremely simple. Where I show up for a allotted amount of time, trade the same ticker, the same play, the same risk percentage, everything's just dialed in, and I just let the numbers play out. It goes through winning streaks, losing streaks, but in general, it just averages consistently gaining this last year. So, anyways, that's all I got. I hope this message resonates with somebody out there. If it did, please, come on. Give me a like, comment, subscribe. And if you have any thoughts on this video or stuff that's working for you, let me know, man. Let me know. All right, man. Peace out.